All right, I don't really know what's going on with the A's right now. The offense is just really, really slow and unable to score runs. So in the first series coming back in the second half of the season, the A's drop 2 out of 3 to the Cleveland Indians, losing in Game 3 of the series 4-2. And I mean, this is not a team we should be losing against. Like I get losing to teams like the Red Sox, the Giants, teams with really good records, but the Indians who are just having a so-so season. I don't really understand this, and it doesn't help. When we're not moving up in the standings. The Astros have lost their last two, so winning these last two games that we should have won would have been really important. I mean, we very well could have gotten swept if it weren't for Jed Lowry's walk-off homer in the first game. But today we only got 4 hits and we couldn't bring in runners. It wasn't a good game. Chris Bassett did all right. He went 7 innings. He had 8 strikeouts, which is pretty good. But he had 3 earned runs, which technically lost us the game because we only scored 2. The Indians did score 1 in the ninth. That wasn't his fault, but because he wasn't pitching. But still, it just wasn't good. So yeah, Bradley Zimmer, who hasn't really been that great of a hitter this year for the Indians, in the top of the first inning got a leadoff homer. So he was the first batter of the game, and he got that first run. So 1-0 Indians. Jed Lowry, however, in the second inning, would end up scoring on an error when Matt Chapman was batting, so that tied up the game. Pretty nice to get that. So 1-1 at that point. It was going to be a double play ball, but the first baseman couldn't get the pick, and we tied that up. Bradley Zimmer, once again, he played pretty good and got an RBI single in the 5th inning that brought in the runner from second, and Bassett was still pitching. It was 2-1 Indians. In the following half inning, Seth Brown got a solo homer, which made it 2-2. And the thing that pissed me off is right before he hit that, Ramon Laureano hit a double, and he tried to take third, and he got out at third. So, I mean, we very well could have taken the lead, but instead it was just a solo homer. But Daniel Johnson off Bassett in the 7th inning got a go-ahead solo homer, which made it 3-2 Indians, and the Tribe would go on to win. Zimmer came up and again in the 9th inning, got an RBI single off Petit, 4-2 at that point. I mean, seriously, Bassett kind of folded at the end. I mean, he pitched pretty well overall, but kind of choked when that homer happened, and it just frustrates me. I know everyone's fatigued because, pretty much we're going to find out whether or not the A's are going to stay in Oakland on Tuesday. And I think, everyone, myself included, the players, everyone's a little bit fatigued. And I understand that, but we shouldn't be losing I don't think that's a good excuse to lose to the Indians, I just think the A's just died down. And they were so good a couple, weeks ago even. About a month ago, we were just one of the best teams. And now it's just, we're looking kind of just like a wild card team at best. And honestly, most teams would die to have a wild card team, would absolutely love to be a wild card team. But, I mean, for us, we don't do good in wild card games. So that's just not really acceptable. And, I mean, whenever the Astros lose, we lose. And whenever, it doesn't help us. So, yeah, 4-2 final. And, I mean, our next series is starting tomorrow against the Angels. I'm going to be going with some friends tomorrow to the Angels game versus the A's, and we have Ohtani on the mound for the Angels, so it should be a pretty good game actually, and I'll be excited to see that. But for the time being, it's just we're not playing good. I don't know what's going on. The A's really need to step this up. This is the time to step it up. We're in mid-season. We just passed the All-Star break, and we have no time to play like a crappy team like we are right now. We can't bring in runners. I mean, we only had 4 hits in this game, and the Indians had 9. I mean, and this is our ace was pitching, Chris Bassett, all-star, and he did all right. But, we have no run support for him, and it really costs us the game every single time we lose, pretty much. It happened yesterday. I was at the game, and we scored once in the first and once in the ninth, and that was it. So, yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. Next game is against the Angels. We're now 53-42. We should be a lot better than that. I mean, seriously, Indians are 47-53. That was their 90th game. So, yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys later. Go A's.